Good morning, student. Today we are going to start the first chapter of first book, that is Fundamental of Partnership. This chapter stands for 10 marks in the CBSE 12th board examination. Right? The chapter name is Fundamental of Partnership. In this chapter, we will learn the basic concept of partnership, about what is partnership, how partnership origin, what are the main features of partnership, what adjustment are made, what books of account are made in partnership, how partnership work, how partnership prepare, how partnership work, and how partnership dissolve, and which type of accounts are prepared generally basically in partnership. Right? First of all, to understand the partnership betterly, we have to learn the meaning, the definition of partnership. So, the first topic is partnership. What is partnership? Student, before understanding the meaning of partnership, we have to go back in the 11th examination in business studies, where we have studied the chapter number 2, that was forms of business organization. In that chapter, we have learned about the forms of business organization, means how many types of business organization. There we have learned that there are 3 types of business organization. The first type of business organization was private sector enterprise. Private sector enterprise are those enterprises which are owned, which are controlled, which are managed by the individual person. Right? The second type of organization was public sector enterprise. All those business sector, all those business organizations are included in public sector enterprises, which are owned, which are controlled, which are managed, which are invested by the government. Right? And the third and important business sector was joint sector enterprise. What is joint sector enterprise? When 2 private company, or 1 private company and 1 public company, or with the help of government, a new company is formed, that is called joint sector enterprise. The example of joint sector enterprise is Maruti Suzuki. Right? Now, how I revise this topic, that how many types of business organization, because from where this partnership come, how partnership origin. When you have learned in 11th class the forms of business organization, you have learned the first, private sector enterprise. I explained just private sector enterprise are those enterprises which are controlled, which are managed, which are arranged, whose policy planning are made by individual person, and any one individual person invest money in the private sector enterprise. Right? The private sector enterprise had there some types also. There were some types also of private sector enterprise. The first and most and the oldest form of business organization was sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is such type of form of business organization which is oldest in the world. When human being start doing business, when human being started doing business, the first of all, he started business in sole proprietorship. What is sole proprietorship? When a business is started by one person. Sole proprietorship. Sole means only one. Only one. Ownership. Proprietorship means ownership. When human being started doing business, he started business in the form of sole proprietorship. Right? Sole proprietorship was such type of business organization which was started by one single person, which was managed, which was arranged, whose policy planning were made by only one single person, and the whole amount, that is called capital, which was needed to start a business, that was invested only one single person. The top most popular, the top most oldest, listen now, the top most popular, the top most oldest form of business organization, that was sole proprietorship. But when human being was busy to do the business in the form of sole proprietorship, he faced three types of difficulties. The first difficulty, we can say problem, was lack of money, because as you heard just that, sole proprietorship business was started, was arranged, was managed, was controlled, was governed by one single person. Every single person has some limits to invest the money in the business, because he has to see, he has to care for his family also. You think if you, one of you, any one of you want to start a business, how much capital, how much money can you invest in a business? 50 lakh, 60 lakh, maximum 1 crore. Here, it is important to understand that sole proprietorship was suitable only for small scale business, as hawker, as milkman, as dairy, as general store, as medical store, as provision store. The business which are run on the small level scale, the sole proprietorship form is the best for the small scale business. And the business which are running on small scale, you can understand betterly that the money structure, the capital structure is very poor, is very low for in the sole proprietorship. So when the business was going on in the form of sole proprietorship, the most important three problems, the most important three difficulties were faced by the sole proprietorship importantly. And when human being solved these three problems, you know what happened? A new form of business organization origin. When human being, when businessman tried to solve out the basic problem of sole proprietorship, one new form of business organization has been origin, that was partnership. So we can say that partnership is the solution of the problems of sole proprietorship business. We can say that partnership is the solution of the oldest form of business organization, that was sole proprietorship. Right? What problems were they? They were, the first and most important problem was lack of money. Money, capital, rupiah was very short in the sole proprietorship. And today also you can see the business which are going on, which are running on the small scale level, in the form of sole proprietorship also. The money structure, the capital structure is very poor today also. But lack of money can be sold out through taking loan from bank. If there was a great difficulty before sole proprietorship, the sole proprietorship businessman can solve out the problem of lack of money through taking loan from bank. But to take loan from bank, it is not easy task, because when we go to bank to take loan, bank ask some formalities, some mortgage, some documentation, and every person which is running the business on a small scale level cannot fulfill the requirement of bank. So, and the second and most important difficulty to take the loan, if we take loan, we have to pay interest on that loan compulsorily. Either we earn or not, the interest on loan will be paid compulsorily. So to take loan is the increasing burden for the business. So the problem of lack of money could be solved by taking loan from bank, but to take loan from business it was injurious, it was harmful for the health of business organization, because if we take loan from the bank, we have to pay interest on that loan compulsorily, either we earn or not earn, either we earn profit or either we earn loss, we have to compulsorily pay the interest on the loan. And increasing loan is the bad sign for the business financial condition. Increasing loan is the bad sign for the financial condition of the organization. Second most important problem which was faced by the sole proprietorship, that was the lack of management, because only one person was the owner of the business organization. Only that one person was dealing with the business organization. Only that person was engaged, was busy to make policy, make planning, to purchasing, to selling goods. He was the only Sarvashaktiman. He was the only all in all in the business. He has to purchase goods, he has to sell goods, he has to make planning, he has to make policy, he has to recover fund from the debtor. The all planning, all policy were made by the one person. All the decision were taken by the one person. And you know very well that one person cannot be good every time. The decision of one person cannot be good, cannot be appropriate for every time, because every person has a limitation of managerial skill. One person is not 100% right. Every person has a limitation of managerial skill to grow the business smoothly, to run the business smoothly. So, to solve out the lack of management, the most important decision can be taken, that is hiring a manager. But again, if we hire a manager, we have to pay salary to that manager in any condition, in every condition, either we come or we earn or not earn. And if we hire a manager, it may be harmful for business, because manager can separate the confidential things of the business. The third and most important difficulty faced by sole proprietorship, that was unlimited liability. What is unlimited liability? When to pay off the loans of business, the private property of the businessman can be attached. It is called unlimited liability. When to pay off the liability, when to pay off the loans, when to recover the loss of business. If private properties of businessmen can be attached, this condition is called unlimited liability. So we can say here that there were three types of difficulties which were faced by the sole proprietorship. And to solve these three types of difficulties, a new form of business organization was originated. That was partnership. What is partnership? Partnership is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share profit or loss of a business carried by all or any of them acting for all. This definition was given in Indian Partnership Act 1932 Section 4. We have a separate law in the Constitution to deal with partnership. That is Indian Partnership Act 1932. So our Constitution says that partnership is nothing but a relationship between two or more person. Who person? Which type of person? Those person who have agreed, who make agreement for what? To share profit or loss of a business. That business carried by all of them, or it may be that business carried by one of them, who was appointed by the others to run the business. If, take a condition, if there are 5 partners in a business and 5 appointed one, selected one, that you will operate the business alone. We will invest money in the business, but we will not come to business to deal with. We will come at the end of the year to take the profit. So those four partners who invested money but not participate in the business are called active partner, silent partner. And that one partner who is continually engaged in the business, that will be called active partner. So the person who invest money but don't take participate in the business activities are called silent partner, and that partner who continuously take participate in the business activity, that is called active partner, right? The partner who invest money in the business but not participate in the business activities are called silent partner, and the partner who take participate regularly in the business activity, that is called active partner. Understand? Now let's talk about the features of partnership. Features you can see in the definition. The first feature of partnership is two or more persons. As per Companies Act 2014, rule number 10, there will be minimum 2 and maximum 50 partners in a partnership firm. This question was asked in the board examination. What is the limit of maximum number of partnership in the partnership firm? So there will be minimum 2 and maximum 50 partner in a partnership firm as per Indian Companies Act 2013 section, as per 2014 rule number 10, right?